Hey Taurus, it's time for your August tarot reading. It is Mystique, your Mystics here, and I am bringing you your reading for the month of August. So Taurus, the Beast Soul card, the Beast of your Soul, I pulled for you was the Playful Raccoon. So with this one, I'm getting that you're very courageous. You're brave. I'm getting you like you might be someone that likes to travel alone. You may be somebody who likes to do things on your own is what I'm getting. You prefer to go and have an adventure by yourself than you would with others because of that sense of independence that you seem to portray. Now, you're very adventurous. I'm getting you, yeah, you're definitely a traveler. You're definitely someone who likes to try new experiences. Not only that, you're a problem solver too. Spirit is telling you that it is going to reveal secrets or any deceit that is currently going on in your life. This card is reassuring us of that. So the raccoon, we'll remember that as the theme for the reading. Your first tarot card, Knight of Cups. Before we go into that, I just want to let you know, I did some channeling before I started this reading. And for Taurus, I see you exercising your autonomy and living life in the way that you want to this month. Good for you. You may be fed up trying to meet other people's expectations and are breaking free from those shackles that have been dragging you down or holding you back. I can see you working on several projects in the background, and I can see that you are working diligently on these. And I can tell that the hard work you are putting in will pay off because the foundations you have worked on are solid as, just like your efforts. What's important though is that you take time out to step back and appreciate all of your hard work, celebrating not just the big wins, but also the small steps that you took to get there, because good on you. You deserve this. So, this is you this month. You're in good spirits. You're brave. I'm getting that with this chivalry, you're feeling very romantic this month. And I can see you effectively communicating with others as you go about your business. Communication is going to be a big thing. Now, the Wheel of Fortune has come out in reverse. Unfortunately, there's a bit of bad luck on the horizon, but it's not all doom and gloom, trust me. With this one, it's like there's been disruptions and there's going to be disruptions to whatever it is that you're working on. You are going to experience some delays. This may make you fearful and worried that it's not going to work out the way you had envisioned. And you might feel powerless and stagnant while you're going through this rough period, okay? But sometimes Holy Spirit puts us into these periods, puts us into these modes where it might be a sign that you need to slow down. It might be a sign that you're working too hard and that you are not taking the time to sit still within yourself, draw close to God and meditate. Sometimes we need to take these signs from the universe, such as disruptions and delays, as we might not be on the right path, or Spirit might be trying to slow us down a bit. It might not be the right time yet, because we all know that things work in divine timing. The Eight of Swords in reverse. You're being encouraged, even if this has put you in poor spirits, okay? But you are being encouraged with the Eight of Swords to stay focused, to move forward from this stagnant energy, this bad luck, because now is the time for changes to start occurring. What Spirit needs you to know, these delays are coming in because you're suffering from an internal conflict within yourself. These delays, it's like you don't feel like you're in control. You're doubting yourself. You might feel like you're at a crossroads, and you might feel like you're lacking direction. Spirit's aware that you're feeling this way, okay? That's what Spirit needs you to know. God's aware. The angels are watching. Your ancestors are watching. They know. Your spirit guides know the struggle that you have been and are going through. The Queen of Swords in reverse. What you should be aware of is getting trapped in these cycles, feeling trapped and feeling disappointed because of your losses. Because sometimes Spirit removes things from our lives, or we lose out on things because there needs to be room for what is new to come in. And Holy Spirit knows exactly what you need precisely in the moment that you need it. Spirit's advice here with the Page of Wands and this raccoon. You're curious. You're a very curious individual. You're very creative. And these are what the raccoon exhibits, these characteristics. You're enthusiastic. And with this enthusiasm, this is what's holding you, like helping you. This is what's holding your head above the waves, is this enthusiasm you have. Even when life's kicking you in the guts, kicking you while you're down, you still remain optimistic. And that's why Spirit is going to be rewarding you when this period is over. I'm not sure what is in store for you, but you're being encouraged to remain enthusiastic. You're being encouraged to keep up with that creativity. Don't let it dull your shine, okay? We all go through rough periods. These periods are to test us. Sometimes they're to test our faith. Sometimes they're to help us build strength within ourselves. We go through everything for a reason, and it is part of your divine contract that the Spirit within you agreed to before it embarked on this earthly adventure. And that Spirit is you in a human avatar, having a human experience here in this realm. So don't forget that you are a majestic, eternal spirit being of light, having a human experience. And this reality is only a small part of a much bigger picture. And that makes it a lot easier when we understand that, to get us, like, once we understand that, we are then able to overcome these trials a lot easier. Once we figure out how the system works, how the process works. So for your oracle cards, I've got adventure again. Can't make this up. Embrace it and accept those uncertainties in life. You might be uncertain about when this bad luck period is going to end. You might be uncertain about Holy Spirit being there, backing you up, helping you will make these great leaps that you are making. What you are going through is a step-by-step process. You don't need to rush. You don't need to break yourself to bring about what it is that you're working on. Just go with the natural pace, and you will gradually achieve your goals. And you don't just celebrate this goal off here in the distance that you're heading towards, but each step you take is worth celebrating. Giving yourself a pat on the back, telling yourself you're doing a good job, because you might not be hearing those things from anywhere else. And you know what? Your spirit craves these things, needs to hear them. It's the same within all of us. We need to hear positive feedback towards ourselves. And if we're not getting it from anywhere else, where's the next best place you can get that from? Yourself. Your intuition is being brought up here. Your intuition is your inner guidance system. It is your direct channel to God. If something feels off about a situation, it's off. Trust those instincts, because I'm betting even now you're thinking of those times where you knew something was off, you decided to go along with it anyway, and it turned out to be awful. We've all had those moments, okay? But with this inner compass, this inner guidance system, you're going to be able to move towards what feels good and move away from what feels bad. For example, a person may have a really appealing offer and it looks great logically, but you don't see the underlying hidden intentions. You've got to feel the energy for those. By doing this, we can say, all right, that does not feel like a good idea. There might be something that looks like a terrible idea and everybody's telling you not to do it, and your gut instinct's telling you, yes, I need to do that. That's what you listen to, your intuition, your instincts. These are the same instincts that have kept us alive as a successful species for centuries and centuries, thousands of years even. And these are also the same senses that animals use to sense danger. The animals use to survive out in the wilderness, especially when there's predators and whatnot. But what we forget, living lives comfortably as civilized people, it's been easy for us as a species to fall into a pattern of thinking that these feelings we have inside don't matter, that we should ignore them and go with all the logical reasoning that motivates us to do things. But in saying that, listening to that, learning to tap into that, and exercising your intuition is going to help you have much more faith and trust in yourself and your decision-making abilities. Because as I said before, you're exercising your autonomy and living life in the way you want to this month, Taurus. Your intuition is going to help you do that independently without worrying about other people's feedback or opinions. You can just trust in yourself. It doesn't mean don't listen to other people's feedback and opinions, because these are great for helping us get outside perspectives and whatnot. But it helps us look in from all angles and alternate angles. And then those times that we do that, we may see a better way of working on the situation we're working on. We might see other options. We might open our mind up to more possibilities that will help us be more successful. So that is your reading, Taurus. I do hope you've enjoyed. If you'd like a personal reading with me, or would like access to extended readings, please go to my website, which is in the description of this video. Soon we'll be doing extended videos and whatnot. In the meantime, if you'd like a personal reading, you can book one through my website. Thank you so much for tuning in, Taurus. Peace out. Have a great August.